Let's get started with the week 10 of the NFL 2023 picks. So to we got we got the Cleveland Browns at the Baltimore Ravens. Um, the Cleveland Browns are coming off of a shutout victory over the Arizona Cardinals, and the Baltimore Ravens completely dominated the Seattle Seahawks. This Ravens team is pretty good. They're the real deal. I believe they're the real deal. Lamar Jackson staying healthy. If he continues to stay healthy, this team is going to go far. The Cleveland Browns look great. Whenever Deshaun Watson is playing, that team is such a different. They're a different team. They're a different team when Deshaun Watson was playing. But I'm gonna take the Baltimore Ravens at home to win by at least 2 touchdowns. Both teams got really good defenses, but I got the Ravens coming out with the W. Next, we got the Houston Texans at the Cincinnati Bengals. The Texans are coming off of a very impressive victory against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, while the Bengals came off a victory Sunday night against the Bills. This Texas team is pretty good. CJ Stroud threw for over 400 yards. He had 470 yards, and I believe 4 touchdown passes. I believe 4 or 5. He's really great, and he's something special. This Texas defense is good as well. But the Bengals, I think the Bengals are just the better team. They're starting to get their stride back, their groove back. They're winning games. And they're getting back into it. Joe Burrow is healthy. Yeah, his calf isn't bothering him anymore. So I'm going to take the Cincinnati Bengals to win by. I think this is going to be a good game, honestly. I think it is. So I'm going to get the Bengals to win by at least 1 touchdown. The Indianapolis Colts at the New England Patriots. This is the final international game of the season. That's going to be in Germany. This is going to be the last one out of the United States. The Colts coming off of a win over the Carolina Panthers, and the Patriots come off a loss over the Commanders. I don't know if I can continue. I can't continue to trust this Patriots team anymore. They're not a good team to begin with. But this Colts team is impressive. So I'm gonna take the Indianapolis Colts. I'm gonna say they're gonna win by a field goal. I think this may be a low scoring game, so I'm gonna say they win by a field goal. The New York Jets at the Las Vegas Raiders. Now the New York Jets are coming off an ugly loss to the Los Angeles Chargers this past Monday, and the Raiders are an impressive victory over the Giants. They looked really good. And new head coach Antonio Pierce, it's like he just breathed new life into the Raiders. Now I understand, yeah, the Raiders they played the Giants. The Giants aren't a good football team, but they actually look pretty decent, and they was actually they actually was scoring. So I want to take the Las Vegas Raiders at home because the New York Jets they just cannot seem to score in the first half. They didn't score any touchdowns in that game. They just their offense is just a mess. The offensive line is a mess. So that's why I'm taking the Raiders. They're the better team, and I'm taking them to win by 3 touchdowns. The Denver Broncos against the Buffalo Bills. The Broncos are coming off of a bye, and the Bills are coming off of a loss this past Sunday night against the Bengals. The Broncos aren't a good team. I know the Bills are the better team. They're at home. I understand the Broncos are fresh, because they're coming off of the bye, but I still don't think they have any chance of winning this game. So I want to take the Buffalo Bills to win at home by 2 touchdowns. Now on to the AFC versus NFC games. And before I continue, I want you guys to make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'll make sure to try to have the links in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications. The San Francisco 49ers at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Both of these teams, ironically rather, both of these teams are coming off of a bye. It's very interesting. Uh, this is going to be in Jacksonville. The Jaguars, this team is the real deal. The Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, Zay Jones, Christian Kirk, Calvin Ridley. This team is really good. Where the 49ers have lost three straight games in a row. I'm not really liking this 49ers team. I don't like the way they look right now. They didn't look like their dominant team at the start of the season. But I'm going to take the upset here. I'm picking the Jacksonville Jaguars to win at home. I think they could get it done. I just feel like they're the better team. If, Cincinnati upset it since San Francisco, I feel like the Jaguars can do it too. And, of course, the 49ers lost to Minnesota and they lost to Cleveland as well. And I think I see the 49ers getting their fourth straight loss uh, next week. So I'm taking the Jaguars to win by a field goal. The Tennessee Titans at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Titans are coming off of a mini bye after their loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers last Thursday, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they're coming off of a close loss to the Houston Texans. It was a good game. They had a good game. Baker Mayfield wasn't that bad. He was pretty good. Will Levis was okay in his game, but I just feel like I think I'm gonna take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I feel like they can get this done against the Tennessee Titans. The Titans has been a confusing team all year. One minute they win, and then the next minute they lose, and then they win. It's like when you think they're gonna win, they lose, and then when you think they're gonna lose, they end up with somehow winning. So this Titans team is just confusing. But I'm sticking with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win this game by a field goal. The Green Bay Packers at the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Green Bay Packers are coming off a pretty impressive win over the Los Angeles Rams, and the Steelers are, coming off a win over the Titans. They're coming off of a mini bye. Um, the Packers are they did pretty good, but now they're going up against the tougher defense and the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I just feel like the Steelers just have a better defense, and they actually have receivers that can catch the ball and everything. So they're at home, and they're coming off of a mini bye, not a bye, but a mini bye. So I'm going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers to win at home by a touchdown. The Detroit Lions at the Los Angeles Chargers. The Lions are coming off of a bye. The Chargers are coming off of a dominating victory over the New York Jets. The Lions are fresh. They're healthy. They're well rested. The Chargers, they're at home. They got the home advantage. They looked pretty good. The defense looked real good against the New York Jets. So I know this may be a risk. I'm taking this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to take the Chargers to beat the Lions at home. By I say it's going to be a close game by a field goal. I'll say that. Now on to the NFC games. We got the Carolina Panthers at the Chicago Bears. The Carolina Panthers are coming off of a loss against the Colts. And the Bears, they're coming off of a close loss against the Saints. I'm going to take the Bears to win this one. I feel like they're just a better team than the Panthers because the Panthers are a mess. They're not a good football team at all. They got that one win over Houston, and that was it, which I felt like they shouldn't have won that game. They even though my gut was telling me to pick them to win that game anyway, but they got lucky. They got it and they did it. But this game right here, I'm picking the Bears. I feel like the Bears aren't really a good football team either, but I still have I know they're better than the Panthers. So I got them winning at home by 3 touchdowns. The New Orleans Saints at the Minnesota Vikings. I got the Saints coming off of a win against the Bears. The Vikings are coming off of an impressive win against the Atlanta Falcons. Joshua Dobbs is the quarterback now. He was great. He was great in that game. So I'm going to take the Minnesota Vikings at home. They got the home advantage. I'm going to take them to win at home over the Saints. I know the Saints. They're still a good football team. Don't get me wrong, but I just feel like Minnesota can just get it done at home. I feel like that's what they're going to do. The Atlanta Falcons at the Arizona Cardinals. Falcons are coming off of a loss against the Vikings, and the Cardinals are coming off of a shutout loss to the Cleveland Browns. Guys, this Falcons team, it just keeps disappointing me. They're disappointing me every time. I don't know if I can trust them anymore. I know Taylor Heineke's a quarterback, but they just I don't know. They just continue to disappoint me. But Kyler Murray is supposed to be back next week against the Falcons. So you know what? Call me crazy. If that's true, I'm picking the Arizona Cardinals to win this game. I think it's going to be a close game. So I'm picking Arizona. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. But I'm picking the Arizona Cardinals to win. The New York Giants at the Dallas Cowboys. The Giants coming off of an ugly loss to the Raiders, while the Cowboys are coming off of a loss to the Eagles, a close loss to the Philadelphia Eagles. The Cowboys are at home. I know they're going to beat the Giants. They're the better team. Let's face it. Daniel Jones is out for the season. Tommy DeVito is going to be playing. He most likely going to play. It's obviously an easy pick. I'm picking the Dallas Cowboys, obviously, to win by 3 touchdowns. And then last but not least, we got finally the last game. We got Washington Commanders at the Seattle Seahawks. Commanders are coming off of a win over the New England Patriots, and the Seattle Seahawks got decimated. They got decimated by the Baltimore Ravens. But the Seahawks are at home. It's tough playing in San Francisco. I'm going to pick the Seattle Seahawks to win, and I feel like they're going to get this. I feel like they're going to get this. I feel like they're the better team than the Commanders, so I feel like they're going to get this done. All right, guys, that is going to be it for my picks. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like, and I'll see you guys next week.